You dream of becoming a content creator, sharing your gifts online, but you keep taking one step forward and then two steps back. And you keep thinking to yourself, should I just give up and go back to my old ways, my old job? Maybe I'm not meant to be a content creator. And I want to pause right there and tell you that you're not lazy or unmotivated or overthinking. If you've been wanting to create, start a YouTube channel, build your business, share your message, but you keep hesitating, stopping and doubting, there are deeper reasons. And once you see them, you won't be able to unsee them. My videos only attract light workers, people who are actually here to help humanity, help the earth in some way. So trust that it's not a coincidence that you saw this video or saw this podcast. And by the end of this video, you will know the reason why you feel hesitant to create and how to get over it so you can actually be excited to create. You have a soul contract to help thousands of people in some way. They are waiting for you, so keep watching. The first reason is because your ego loves the familiar. Even if your current life feels frustrating, unfulfilling, you know you're meant for more, your mind will still try to keep you where you are because familiar equals safe. So stepping into your purpose, putting yourself out there, creating something new, that's the unknown. And to your brain, it equals danger. It will procrastinate, overthink, tells you to wait until you're ready. But readiness is a trap. You don't feel ready before you start. You feel ready because you started. That's why I keep talking on this channel about messy action, how important that is. The second reason you're scared to create is because you might be thinking that your market is too saturated. That's at least what I was thinking when I started. I just felt like there was so many creators already in my niche. And here's the truth. There are not too many people in your niche because people don't follow niches, they follow people. There might be 1,000 people talking about the same thing, but none of them are you, with your energy, your perspective, your way of explaining things. All the wisdom you have gained from this life, past lives, your personality, your astrology, your life experience, everything. All this creates this unique blend of wisdom that only you have. So even if there's somebody in your niche who has 20 more years of experience than you, they don't have your unique blend of experience. So what feels like saturation is often just your fear wearing a logical disguise. So yes, you have a very unique purpose. And if you want to learn how to find that out, think about what are you reading, right? You see some books there that I have. What are you reading about? What can you talk endlessly about? And if you want more clarity on how to find your purpose, I have a free guide that I've popped into the description on how to find your purpose in 5 simple steps. The third reason why you're scared to create is something I feel is not talked about enough. And probably because this is specific to spiritual people. And that is what's called the witch wound. You might have heard this term before, but what does it actually mean and what does it mean for you? At some level, whether you resonate spiritually or psychologically, there's a fear of being seen. Because historically, being visible, speaking your truth, standing out wasn't safe. Women who were healers, herbalists, spiritual, but not Christian spiritual, they got executed, tortured, punished. And so did their friends if they didn't tell them. And when this happens lifetime after lifetime, your mind learns, okay, it's not safe to be seen, especially not in the spiritual niche. So now, even though it is safe for you to speak your truth, your body still don't feel that way. That fear of what will people think? What if I'm judged? What if I'm misunderstood? That's not a coincidence that you feel that way. It's old conditioning. And it doesn't go away by just being more confident. It goes away by moving anyway. So think about what is your goal and then break it down in small steps that feel easier. For example, if you want to become a creator on Instagram, take the first step and sign up, create a username, put up your profile picture, think about your brand name. That is a small step that you could do this week. And if all this feels so overwhelming on where to start, if you want to actually be able to leave your old job and be a content creator full time like me, then I've actually broken down exactly what I did to achieve this. I put it in a training in the description, and there you can also book a free business clarity call if you want guidance unique to your situations on how to get clear on your brand, and also learn if Nomad Freedom Academy is for you. We have a few more slots this week, so check it out in the description. The fourth reason why you feel scared to create is not talked about enough either, and that is the sunk cost fallacy. You've already invested time, energy, and maybe even years into a certain path, identity, or way of living. So now, even if it doesn't feel aligned anymore, you hesitate to change direction because it feels like I've come this far, I can't just start over. But staying in something misaligned just because you've invested in it is how people stay stuck for years. Sometimes the most powerful move is allowing yourself to pivot. For example, my friend, she's a dentist and she does not like dentistry. She has been so burnt out her whole career. And I think it was around 5 or 6 years ago where she thought, Julia, I want to do what you do and be a creator so I can earn passive income and share my gifts. That I want that soft life. And she started to dabble a little bit, but then she went back to her old ways because she was scared to create. And she's kept going back and forth. And now finally, 6 years later, now she's really being consistent with her content, but she wished she had started 6 years ago. So if you don't start now, 6 years from now, you're gonna wish you had started now. So don't give in to the sunk cost fallacy. The fifth reason why you're scared to create is because your purpose feels scary. Not because it's wrong, but because it matters. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't feel anything. The fear, the resistance, the doubt, it's often proportional to how aligned something actually is. A good way to know if it's just not aligned and you're just shit scared of it, and if it is aligned, it is your purpose, is that you will feel scared and excited at the same time. Like when you're in love for the first time, but you don't know them yet, and you don't know if you're gonna become an item or not. So instead of asking, why am I so scared? Ask yourself, what if this fear is pointing me in the right direction? So know that it's not supposed to feel this easy, vibey, laid back, I can do this vibe, but when it's your purpose, it will actually feel scary. And know that that is completely okay. So in conclusion, you're afraid because you're stepping into visibility. You're leaving the familiar, challenging old identities, and you're moving towards something that actually matters. So the question isn't, how do I get rid of the fear? But am I willing to create even with it? Because the version of you who has the life you want didn't wait for the fear to disappear. She just stopped letting it decide. So the next step is to watch my next video, Best Business Models for Spiritual People. There we will get into the nitty-gritty on how to actually pick a business model that aligns with your unique gifts. So it's somewhere around this video. Love you so much and see you in the next video.